Hello, how's everyone doing today or tonight, whatever it is, wherever you are? Hope you beautiful MFers are all doing fantastic. Hello to all the new peeps here. There's a lot of you guys, so that's awesome. Thank you for being here. If you're new here, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, and thank you so much. If you're old here, you already know how much I appreciate you and love you and think you're amazing. So today, guys, I figured let's do something fun. I had a company send me some stuff, which is awesome. I do have a code with them for you guys. It's just for you guys. I don't make anything off of it, but it's 60% off. Nail Reserve LA, so it is Murdered Manny's. I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. So with that being said, I know most people usually pick out polishes, things like that, so I kind of went in a different route because I was on Instagram kind of scrolling through stuff and saw that they had recently, sorry it's a mess, I was looking through, but recently released polygels. So that's what I picked. I picked out the 3 colors that they have available, and then put all this crap back in here. And then I also picked their top and base coat. So I did get those so that we can try them out with this. And then they were so awesome to send me a cuticle oil. Like, look how cute that is. It's got like a dropper where you push this and it pulls the cuticle oil up into it. So that's awesome. So let's give that a shot today. I have never tried anything from Nail Reserve. So this is my first time trying it, so you guys will get my first impressions and first opinions, thoughts, all that fun jazz. So that's gonna be fun. So I'll swatch them, and then I figured, why don't I just do a double whammy, and I'll form my nails and we'll sculpt them with this polygel, see how it turns out. So let me go ahead and show you the raw goodness of what is my nails right now. They are absolutely wrecked. So I did break this one. My nails break super easily. That's why I try to keep them short. This is a little bit longer than I would like them. And then because I did square nails, you can see I notched my nail. So a perfect time to do polygel and let that grow out. So I notched it on that side, and then I smacked my hand, so I broke this one, and it's not far enough down on my nail plate for me to really try and repair it. But as soon as that does happen, I will do a repair video for you guys. So I am just gonna clean up my nails. When you're forming nails, you want them to be rounded. So like here you can see on this nail, I have owies all over. It's just, I get really bad hangnails and all of that. So let me show you here. My nails grow out of the sides of my fingers almost. So you want to take all this down when you're forming, like using paper forms. And like I get really bad dry skin around here, but so that's what we're looking like. Absolutely, yeah, like I said, wrecked. So I'm gonna clean these up, then we'll swatch this stuff, and then I'll show you kind of a little rundown on how I do my forms. I'm not gonna go super in depth with it. If you guys want a video like that, let me know, and I will do a very detailed kind of video on nail form. So just let me know if you guys are interested in seeing that. I'm not sure how many people really do paper forms anymore, just because of how popular like full cover tips and all of that have gotten. I absolutely love forms, so I'm excited to be doing it. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm not doing like super detailed prep. I'll clean up my cuticles after I get done filing and all of that, just because I really started to like doing that. Then I can actually I might clip that because it's really dry. Same right here, but really liking cleaning everything up afterwards so that it just looks beautiful and clean. Alright, so let's go ahead and swatch these. So what I do know about Nail Reserve Los Angeles is they are vegan and cruelty-free, which is awesome. And then their polygels are actually 9 formula free. So I should have taken these out of the package, but throw all the garbage on the floor and we'll pick it up after we're done. So here's the 3 colors that I have. Zoom in so you guys can get a good view. So we have Dusk Drift, Sorbet, and Pink Harmony. So let's swatch them and see. It does say made in China, which most things are. Very nice seals. I'm gonna go ahead and take all these off here. Those I am not throwing on the floor. I'm actually throwing them in my little garbage can. Alright, so here we have Dusk Drift, and I'm just gonna swatch them on my little waterproof pads. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful nude color. So that one is the Dusk Drift. And then here is Sorbet. Oh, I like that one a lot. I think that's one I'm gonna use today. And then we have Pink Harmony. Beautiful, like baby pink. Beautiful. And they look like they are really good consistency. They're not running all over the place. They look like they're gonna be more firm, which I prefer. If I buy one that's kind of more on the runny side, I do put them in the fridge to get them to be more firm. So yeah, we're gonna use the Sorbet one today, which is this middle one right here. And then let's check out, this is No Wipe Top. Oh, it's nice. It's thin. But that's alright. Not super thin, but that's it. So these are same, vegan, cruelty-free, 9 formula-free, soak off gel polish. So got 24-month, which most of your gel products will last far longer than that. But you got your ingredients on here, which is awesome. Directions and then warnings, 15 mLs, which is awesome. I do believe that all of their polishes are 15 mLs, which is great. So, and their base coat, wow, their base coat's actually thicker than their top coat. That's kind of nice. I don't know if you guys can't see it because it's clear, but so you can see. Let's see if we can get it to drip. Takes a minute, so it is thicker. So that's nice. It's got all this stuff is just from the paper, little frilly things in the packaging. They sent it to me in. Now, let's see what this smells like. Oh, it smells like coconut. That's nice. I like that. Really like the packaging actually. So it looks like it's a double layer, so you could shake it and get the full effect of it. So very few ingredients, which is nice. So we'll use that at the end. Yeah, I'm definitely going to use this. And I was just thinking of doing something simple today since I'm going to be spending time like forming everything and all of that. So probably just do like a chrome French or something like that. So that's what we're going to do. So let me pull out my forms. I'll get my light. Use this one today. So we're ready and prepared. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys these. These are one of my loves, and they actually stopped making these, which completely bums me out. But these are my favorite nail forms I've found, and they are extremely cool. Right here you can see they are transparent nail forms. They're not really butterfly shaped, but I guess you would consider these more of a butterfly shaped because they're not just your kind of traditional smaller ones. So let me zoom in again to show you. So you got all your measurement lines on here, you know, different lengths. So these, you can go to XL on these, which is really nice. And because they are plastic, technically still considered paper forms because they're on paper, but these are the most amazing nail forms I've found. They are so sturdy that like I haven't had a problem. And then when I use Polygel, because they are plastic like this, you don't have to wipe the underside. The underside is always smooth. So just love them. I have this one and one other left, and then I'm done. So I did Mia Secret makes clear plastic forms like this, so those are actually in the mail. I found them a couple of days ago just because I was so sad that I'm getting so low on these. So these are the forms I like to use. I'll link the Mia Secret ones just because they are the closest thing to these ones that I've found. So if you're interested in trying something like this out, those will be in there for you. So I will show you guys how I form my nails. So my hyponychium on my first finger grows out. I have been, like on this one, you can see I have a little bit more length on that one, but I have just been gently kind of pushing my hyponychium back just so I do have more length, because this one is getting pretty bad. So it's just uncomfortable, and I'm trying to just push them back a little bit. So and then my middle fingers and my ring fingers, like I showed, my nail grows kind of outwards like this, like this way. So these are the two nails that I do notch into when I'm doing certain shapes. So like square shapes, obviously you saw I did notch that one, but it was just on my free edge, so I just clipped it off, and this one was already broken. So yeah, let me show you how I form. Like I said, it's not going to be super in depth. So one thing I do like about these is like your tab, because these are so sturdy. You don't have to place your tab. You can if you want to, just kind of more personal preference. I don't on these. If they were actual paper forms, I would stick the tab on there. So then I break them open. Sorry, it's gonna be kind of tough to see them because they're clear, but so I break them open here where they're perforated. And then because the lines on these are kind of more on the light side, because right here is our middle mark. So you want to keep that in mind when you're using any kind of paper forms. That's where you want to start. I don't like super C-curved nails. I don't really like C-curves at all. Another thing that I like with these is that if you do join your two sides here. Your middle, you can't see it, dang it, but your middle mark here is always in the center. So I'll start with my first finger. So I'm going to join the two tabs here, and then I'm going to cut out a notch for my hyponychium because I'm going to start with my first finger. So I just take, I do have cuticle scissors that I use for just for forms. I don't use these on skin or anything like that, just because I like the curve to be able to notch out my forms, and they're so sharp that it just works really well. So I keep one pair for when I'm using them on skin and one pair just for my forms. So I just took a little notch out there, and then I'm gonna take and put it under, so you can see my side lines here. So these are my length lines. Dang it, I wish you could see these better, the middle lines. But so with my forms, I take my middle line and I line it up with my first knuckle where my bones and my hand meet. That way I know my nail is going to be straight both ways. So I'm gonna look at it this way and place it and just make sure, and then I'm gonna flip it over like this and make sure that if I follow that line down, that it's going to meet kind of this, you can almost do it off this tendon right here. That's a tendon right there. So I'll meet it with this tendon, so that it's not just in the middle of my nail, it's also meeting up with that. So, because like I've shown a few times in different videos, my nails actually grow all kind of different ways. This one, when I turn my hand like this, they're actually really crooked, and you can really see it the longer I go in length. So that looks pretty good. So let me show you on different ones actually. So I have like these ones, and then I have these ones also. So here you have all kinds of markings, your lengths, your different shapes, and all of that. So this middle line here that shows you all the different length is what you're gonna want to line up with that bone. So I guess I'll use this one on my middle finger to kind of show you. So with these, they're not only like firm, they are so sticky, so you don't have to worry about them coming, like popping open, which I absolutely love. I never close these tabs because if I were to close this and then move my finger, like bend it like this, it's gonna pop my form away from my nail, which I don't want, because then we'll create a gap between the nail and the form, and I really don't want that. So once I get this straight like this and line that line up with this tendon bone, then I will start to close it. And like I said, I do not like C curves at all, so I do not super pinch my form. So I'm gonna do an almond shape just because that's my favorite shape. So now I'm gonna take it from the side and I'm gonna tip it up a little bit, just right where it is, and I'm gonna just close, I'm gonna pinch further up on it all the way down. And these are, like I said, so thick and sturdy that like it actually pinches my finger, which I really, really like, because then you see it from this angle, all I have is my nails. I can see where my lateral sidewalls are, and like I absolutely love these. Love these forms, and I'm so sad that they are not being made anymore. So then we'll look down the barrel. So we've got a good curve, but like I said, I do not like curves, so I'm gonna actually squish this down so that I don't have so much of a curve. And that's what that is also gonna do, is bring it flush with my nail, so I have no gap between my nail and the form. Another important thing to keep in mind too is that you want your form, so if you look here at your cuticle, you want where your tip is going to be. So if you've decided, you know, what length you're gonna do on your form, you want that point to match up with where your cuticle is, where your nail is. So you want it to be straight. You don't want it to be pointing upwards. You don't want like a claw nail or a talon nail where it curves downward, unless that's what you're going for. But then you're going to have thickness all the way to your free edge. So that's just something that I always try and keep in mind. So here we have beautiful flat surface, or not flat, but parallel surface where the tip of our nail, which I'm going to go pretty long with these. I'll probably go here, maybe just a little bit shorter, but I'll probably form them out to this and then file them down a little bit shorter. But the other thing I really like with these are the only forms that I've been able to find that I don't have gapping where my sidewalls are. So with regular paper forms, I usually have gapping where my lateral sidewall meets the form. These, just with that little notch where my hyponychium notch, actually are able to push up far enough underneath to where I don't have that gap, so that I can just go straight in, put my product on, and call it good. So I always leave these open. I don't bother with them. I've seen a lot of people even leave them closed and then put the form on, and like I said, that will cause, anytime that you move your finger, or if you're doing them on somebody else, they move their finger, it's gonna pop that away from your nail, and then you're gonna get that downward curvature, which most people don't like. If you like it, that's awesome. That's what you're going for. Yeah. So I hate wasting a form, but it's for science, right? So these ones I like. I put these on my community tab. I like that you can get your all the way up to your 2XL on these, which doesn't, yeah, they are longer than these ones. So and then they also have the square tab, so like if you have a nail biter, or if you are a nail biter, you can take that tab and stick it here, and then you have just a flat kind of base to work off of when you're putting your form there. So I am, because this is a paper one, going to stick my tab here, and that's just because it kind of gives extra reinforcement to keep, because some forms are, you know, pretty flimsy. So with these ones, it's going to be easier for me to show. So with these ones, I'm going to take, and I'm actually going to pinch right there where that middle line is, just barely, so that that's the middle of my nail, because I won't need to go as long on these. So then I'm gonna, I should have done this first, but I'm gonna actually take these off of here because I don't like those little tabs. But always want to keep your middle point, your middle guideline here in mind, because that's what's going to give you good curvature on the underside of your nail. So if you meet your tabs together on these, like I said, are the only forms where I can meet these two tabs together, and my middle guideline is still directly in the middle. So with any other form, I do it this way. So I'll pinch right on that middle line, middle guideline, and then just barely tack together these two bottom ones. This one I am going to notch out, and these ones are cool because they do have little guidelines for you to take your notch out for your hyponychium. And then these ones are actually cool because they have guidelines for like they're called kitten ears, as well, what in the nail world. So at one point I'll show you, but that's more for that gapping that I was talking about. I'm trying not to get super into detail with this so that this video is super long or all about forming, but it is what it is. So I'll kind of line it up, tack it here on my finger, and then go. Sometimes I do my forms one by one as I'm working, and then other times I do my forms all at one time. So, let's see. So if I were to take, we'll just use these scissors as an example. And here's my middle guideline, right? If I'm to take that and go all the way straight down my finger, and let me start over because I messed that up, but then it's gonna meet here with that tendon. So that should be straight. I'm gonna push that tip up, and then I'm gonna pinch underneath my finger here, just to see, and then you can see how flush that is with my nail. This part doesn't matter if it lines up, because this is just to secure it onto the finger. So then if you were to take, I don't want to show it because I'm going to actually be using these, but if you were to take and pinch this, it actually brings the form up a little bit, so keep that in mind too. Maybe I will just do a super detailed video. So because I don't like C curves, I am going to flatten them out a little bit. So, boom, beautiful. So then where my cuticle, or my nail starts at my cuticle, will match up to the tip of the free edge of my nail. So, beautiful. Looks good from here. So this one's gonna be a little bit more pinched than this one, but that's all right. So look, you can see like I'm fogging this one up because of the heat of my finger, but so I'll do these two for right now, and then once I get these two done, then I will form the rest of them. So get that out of the way. All right, now I'm gonna take, sorry, my primer. I'm gonna prime my nails. I just did just a little bit of a buff on here just because I do want them to last a couple of days. I'm not doing a peel off just because I have that Savvyland remover that does work on polygel. So that's what I'm gonna use on these when I'm ready to take them off. So I'm only gonna single prime today, let those dry, get everything else ready. I'm gonna use my number 8 Kolinsky brush. So I'm gonna do it exactly how I would do acrylic also. I'm gonna start away from my cuticle because my body heat will make polygel a little softer and make it kind of not run, but some will run into your cuticles and all that. And then I don't use a spatula, I go straight from the bottle onto whatever surface, you know, the tip, whatever. So, oh, pile, a dummy, almost. Let's do base coat on here so we have good adhesion. Just gonna do this on my natural nail. super thick coat. I'm not worried about getting it super close to my cuticle either, just because I don't want these to last. If I wanted them to last, I would be doing this a little bit differently. So because I only want these to last a couple of days, I am just gonna do this. So these are a 60-second cure. I looked it up online, so we're gonna do a whole 60-second cure. This little nail lamp is quite badass, actually. It's so deep that like you can fit, pretty sure you could fit a 5X nail in there and cure it with no problem at all. Oh. Doggy. Not sure whose doggy that is, but alright, so there we are, cured for 60 seconds. Now I'm gonna go in and get my brush ready. So this is just 91% rubbing alcohol. You can use anything above 70% for polygel. So this is just what I had. I stockpiled rubbing alcohol when the pandemic started, so I have a ton of 91%. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just, like I said, going straight from the bottle to, oh no, I hate air bubbles. Straight from the bottle onto form. I do like the consistency so far, until I, with my polygel, push back about that far so that probably a quarter of my nail is still exposed, and then I focus on my shape. Oh, I like this polygel a lot, actually. This is very nice consistency. And it works very smoothly. Or not works, but forms very smoothly. Make sure that I'm going straight, not off to one side, which I am doing. Not running. I do have an air bubble there, but we'll wait for it to come closer to the surface. Beautiful. That is a beautiful color. Make sure I'm not going heavy on one side. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, almond. I think I already said that. How many of you guys like polygel or like acrylic? Like, what's your favorite medium? Or do you like it all? Do you like the full cover tips, like a prey? And I want to go longer. I think I want to go longer. Yeah, so I'm gonna stretch this out a little bit further. This is nice. I actually really like this stuff. I'm gonna have to go buy some more so that I have backups. It's like that, what do they call it? Like FOMO. Not fear of missing out. Mine's a fear of like liking something and not being able to get it. So I'm not sure what you would call that. gonna do my other hand too, but I'm not forming that. I'm gonna take the easy way out and be a cheater. And use tips on that one, just because for me it's really hard for me to form my non-dominant hand. So, I don't know whose dog that is. Don't worry about your shape. You can clean anything up with filing, so it doesn't have to be super perfect. So see, and then since I started, I left it away from my cuticle. Nothing has ran into my sidewalls or my cuticle, anything like that. I am going to kind of make this more slender here, and I will pop that air bubble that's in there. And I don't go super thick with any of my mediums, any of my products, just because we add structure with any kind of polish or anything like that. Well, looks good. Now, let me pop that air bubble real quick. Take some pointed tweezers. Pop that. I don't want that in there. Oh. Then take and move all that product back so that there's no air bubble. And then I'm gonna take and push this back to my cuticle. Yeah, this is really nice polygel. Very easy to work with. Right now, I am not worried about my structure. I'm just forming the shape. As soon as I get the shape, I will take my form, well, as soon as I get it cured, I will take my form off and then do the rest of my structure. When I'm doing my cuticles with polygel, I go at kind of like a 45-degree angle. So I go like this, and I almost just very gently kind of push it down so that it meets my cuticle very nicely. So there's that. I'm gonna flash cure that. So that way it doesn't move a bunch, and then I will move on to the next one. Alright, so there's that. Let's see. Oh, it's already cured, and that was just 12 seconds, so that's nice. Alright, so we'll move on to this one. Even with all that moving around, this is so secure on my finger that I don't have to worry about it popping or anything like that. So, same thing. Oh, and then another thing I love about these clear ones is, so say you are dealing with like a more opaque kind of polygel or gel product, because it's clear, it cures all the way through because it is clear, so the light can get through it. Like these are super amazing, and I am glad that I found the Mia Secret ones, so at least I'll have something similar to these. I've used these ones for, I found them like a year and a half ago, and I've used, I had like 9 packages of them like this, and now I'm on my that one, and I have one more. So yeah.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Alright guys, hi, I'm back. I thought I had hit record, but I actually hadn't. So here we are with our sculpted nails. All I did was file and then going in now with my primer and kind of applying that. I do not, for the most part, do not buff my nails. I will with acrylic, but polygel and all of that, most of the time I don't. I just go in with my primer, and that works good enough for me. Again, that's just me. You know, as with any of this stuff, this again is just what works for me. So, you know, our primer. And I did change, I thought I was gonna do like some squiggly lines and stuff, but I think I'm actually going to go in with some blooming gel and some cat eye and just do like a really simple kind of pretty kind of a cat eye design. So far, absolutely love this Polygel. Love the color. It is so easy to form. And like just beautiful. Beautiful. Most of the time I do my nails this shape, kind of like long almond or you know, along those lines, just because if I do a lot of other shapes, which I will in my videos, but I notch my nails out because I am so particular about like the shape of my nails right here off of my fingers. So for me personally, I just prefer this shape. I just love the look of it. So here we are, beautiful, beautiful. And I do want to show something too, so because I don't have my nails done on this hand, which I will have them done, but so I tried to explain in one of my other videos about how to tell where your apex is. So let me show you the apex on these nails first. So here's a good one. This is beautiful. So do you see the shape here? Okay, so I'll show you on these nails. So these nails are longer than I like. Most of you guys know that, but so if I were to take and just push on the tip of my finger, do you see right here where where my actual nail bed turns red? That is where I want my apex to be. That's where the stress is going to be on my nails. To cause like your little kind of sliver cracks and all of that on your side walls. So each nail is different. Like my middle finger, my apex needs to be down a lot lower, and that's because of like the damage over here. Here you can see is kind of just a little bit above mid, and here it's right at the middle of my nail. So my thumb is a lot closer to my free edge than the rest of my nails. So this is on yourself. Everybody's apex is going to be different, and this is an unpopular opinion. I do not personally like the apexes that are gigantic. I don't understand that. Never been something, you know, even years ago when I was learning, that was something that was like super frowned upon. So I don't know why it's like become this super popular thing. Your apex should never start back by your cuticles. So I see a lot of people do it where they literally start their apex like back here, and then you have this big lump, and then it, you know, you want your apex, that's where you want the structure of your nail, because that's going to keep it from literally breaking. So on here, knowing what I showed over here, for the most part, these apexes are going to be the same on both of my hands. So just try it out at home, see. But you can see here, let me get this. So right here is where my apex is, and that's where the majority of my product, all of my product, is built up, because that's where my nail stresses the most, and that is going to be where it breaks. So if I stack my apex back here and start it like and go whoop like this, you're not going to have enough product right at your apex where you need it, and you're going to get those stress cracks on the sides, and the end of your nail will just literally break right off, and some of the times it takes your natural nail with it. So to avoid that, we build our apex, make sure it's in the right spot. You know, it's important. Everything else, whatever works for you is amazing, but that apex, the structure, is where we want that in the right place. So keep that in mind, even if you're doing your nails at home. You're doing them with kind of full cover tips, it really doesn't matter as much, but if you're forming, you're doing half cover tips, you know, in any product, your gel, your acrylic, your polygel, you need to have that apex in the right place. So here, my apex is right in the middle where it should be. This one, because my ring fingers grow a little bit differently, this nail always looks thicker than it actually is, just because it sits up a little higher on my finger. But you know, my apex is right here on this one, and back this one, my apex is a little bit back further. So thumb here, I've had some people say, oh, you don't have an apex. No, I have a beautiful apex on my nails. So this is what, in my opinion, I get, again, unpopular opinion, just the way I learned, a smooth, beautiful, almost dome shape is kind of what we're going for. But thin at the tip, you know, I don't have to worry about this breaking, because the stress isn't going to be here at the tip. It's going to be right at the middle of my nail. So it doesn't matter if the tip is super thin. It can be paper thin. Yeah, it might break off if you hit it on something or something like that. But the structure of my nail, the way it's all brought in, is going to keep it from breaking. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that for a minute, because I see a lot of people bulk up the apex like way back here, and you don't need to do that. Like I said, unpopular opinion, I don't like the look of it. So yeah, just wanted to kind of show you guys that better, explain it, I guess. So try it out on yourself, let me know. Right there. So kind of just a fun, easy way to see where your apex should be on your nails. My nails are not flat, they have beautiful apex to them. So yes, beautiful. Just wanted to show that real quick. So let's get back into the design. Like I said, I'm just going to use some blooming gel, and then I'm going to use this. Again, not going to even try and say it, but this is just cat eye magnetic polish, just a silver. So I really like this brand. Got it off of Temu. Excuse me. So I'm going to use the blooming gel and then do my cat eye down the middle of my nail and just let it spread out on its own, and then kind of do like a velvet look. So that's all we're doing. Wanted to keep it simple because we really are trying to focus on the polygel, and how it's beautiful, beautiful. So let's get into it, into the design.
And almost instantaneously.
we'll see how bad I can fuck it up. So but that's what a lot of you guys are here for, right? My chaotic sloppiness, right? It's my awesomeness that keeps you guys coming back for more. Yeah. The first one that I'm gonna do though, it is a doozy. It has haunted my dreams. Yeah. When I first learned about it, it literally, I had nightmares and stuff. And it's, yeah. So when I thought about doing this, that was the first thing that came to mind. It's like, I have to talk about this story. So, all right, guys, let's do our cuticle oil. We're gonna give it a shake. So, shake it up, open it up. We'll do a little dropper. Move it over here so I don't spill it everywhere. Ooh, I like it. Nice. Didn't look at the ingredients. And I got my, I don't know if I'll zoom in. Let's see. Look how beautiful those are. Beautiful, beautiful, but I did get my cuticle right there. This was a cat owie, so that one doesn't count, but look how beautiful, right? So yeah, there we are, guys. Like I said, I really, really, really like the Polygel so far. We'll see how it performs, how it holds up over the next few days. I'll probably wear it about 3 days. That's kind of how how long I try to wear them if I'm using new products. So huge shout out to Nail Reserve for sending this over to me. Absolutely grateful to you guys, because without all of you guys this would not be possible. So again, like I always say, you guys are so amazing and beautiful and wonderful, and you guys really do make my days brighter than they already are. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you, whether you're subscribed, whether you're not. Just thank you so much for joining me on this. So let me know what you think of the Polygel and all of that in the comments. I do respond to all comments, so definitely let me know your thoughts on this more simple set. So next one we'll do something kind of wild and crazy. So yeah, let me know also what you think of my idea so far for the true crime series that we're going to be doing here too, as well as if you have any tips or tricks or anything like that. Definitely let me know. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.